Good morning, students of class 8. In previous video, we have studied up to cerebrum. What is cerebrum and what are their function? What are its function? Now today we are going to start cerebellum. Cerebellum is the second part of our brain, which lies below the cerebrum and behind medulla oblongata. This one is medulla oblongata. Medulla oblongata. So this cerebellum lies below the cerebellum and behind the medulla oblongata. In this cerebellum also, the gray matter is towards periphery and white matter is towards center. That is, the position of gray and white matter is same in cerebrum as well as in cerebellum. In case of cerebrum, the number of neurons is too much, but in case of cerebellum, the number of neurons is less than cerebrum. There is one more word known as convolution. Convolution. What is the meaning of convolution? Suppose these are the three cytons. These three cytons have dendrons, dendrites, etc. The number of neurons, number of cytons will decide the number of depression. Suppose this one is depression, these are the dendrites. So use this one is depression. This depression is known, this depression as well as elevation. Both are in combined form known as convolution. Both, this one is elevated portion, this one is a depressed portion. The depressed and elevated portions in combined form are known as convolution. In case of cerebrum, the convolution is more, but in case of cerebellum, the convolution is less. What is the, so you have studied about cerebellum position below the cerebrum and behind the medulla oblongata. Second point you have studied in cerebellum, the gray matter is towards periphery and white matter is towards center. Third point you have studied is cerebrum, the gray matter is the convolutions are more, while in case of cerebellum the convolutions are less. Fourth is the function. Cerebellum is responsible for muscular coordination and it keeps our body balanced. By muscular coordination, this cerebellum provides the balance to our body. Now, the liquor, alcohol, shows its effect direct on cerebellum. If any person is taking alcohol, then the effect of alcohol is direct on cerebellum. And due to effect of alcohol, the cerebellum will fail to perform its proper function. What function? That is muscular coordination. And in that condition, body cannot be maintained. Body balance cannot be maintained. And this is the position the body will move here. That is by moving in the right and left. The body cannot be maintained. Body balance cannot be maintained. The main function of cerebellum is to maintain our body balance by muscular coordination. This is about cerebellum. Now third one is medulla oblongata. Oblongata. This one is medulla oblongata, which lies below the cerebrum and in front of cerebellum. Below the cerebrum and in front of cerebellum. In medulla oblongata, the gray matter is towards center, white matter is towards periphery, just reverse in comparison to these two. This portion is important for question, objective question. What is the position of gray and white matter in cerebrum, in cerebellum and medulla oblongata? In these two, gray matter is towards periphery, white matter is towards center. But in case of medulla oblongata, the gray matter is towards center and white matter is towards periphery. What is the role of this medulla oblongata? This medulla oblongata controls all involuntary actions As I think you have know about voluntary and involuntary actions. All involuntary actions, not externally. This medulla oblongata controls all involuntary actions of our internal organs. For example, contraction, expansion of heart, contraction, expansion of diaphragm, contraction, expansion of urinary bladder, all the contraction, expansion of our stomach wall, all these involuntary actions are controlled by our medulla oblongata. So what is medulla oblongata? Medulla oblongata is the third part of the brain which lies below the cerebrum and in front of the cerebellum. In it, the grey matter is towards center, white matter is towards periphery. This medulla oblongata controls all involuntary actions of our internal organs. So you have studied about brain, the three parts of brain. Now second, we are going to start second part of CNS, that is spinal cord. You see this medulla oblongata terminates, this one is your skull, the lower portion of the skull, we can say skull opens in the base with the very fine pore. The name of this pore is foramen magnum. The skull opens downward in the base with the help of a very fine pore. The name of that pore is foramen magnum. Okay. This medulla oblongata terminates in the form of a rope-like structure. Rope-like structure, and this rope-like structure comes out from the brain box through foramen magnum. This terminated part of medulla oblongata comes out through this fine pore, that is foramen magnum, comes out from brain box, and this rope-like terminated part of medulla oblongata, rope-like terminated part of medulla oblongata is known as spinal cord. Okay. So what is the second part of CNS? Spinal cord is the second part of CNS, and it is the terminated rope-like part of medulla oblongata. But when this rope-like part is inside the skull, it cannot be termed as the spinal cord, it will be termed as medulla oblongata. But after coming out from skull, it will be termed as spinal cord. And this spinal cord is also covered by three-layered meninges, about which you have said about this brain. In this space of spinal cord and meninges also, the fluid which is filled is CSF, cerebrospinal fluid. The same function is also performed here, that is protection as well as to help in transaction of material from blood capillaries to spinal cord, and from spinal cord to blood capillaries material from spinal cord to blood. From this CSF, from this spinal cord, total 12 pairs of nerves arise in this way. How much? Total, not 12, sorry, 31 pair of spinal nerves arise. And these 31 pair nerves which arise are known as spinal nerves. Clear? The spinal cord is responsible for showing reflex actions. What are the reflex actions? When our hand touches any hot object, suddenly we withdraw. This withdrawing of hand from that hot object is known as response. You are going by cycle, any foreign particle is coming to enter in your eyes. Your eyelids are closed and prevent the entry of that foreign particle. So this closing of eyelids to prevent the entry of foreign particle is known as response. How can we define response? All those actions which are performed by living body against different stimuli. Here this hot object is stimulus, that foreign particle is a stimulus. Against these our body is showing response. What type of response? Withdrawing of hand or closing of eyelids. So you can define response in this manner. All those actions which are shown by our living body against different stimuli are known as responses. There are some of the responses which are shown very quickly without thinking, very quickly and without thinking. For example, when this closing of eyelid is performed without thinking and without taking time, this withdrawing of hand from hard object is without taking time, performed without taking time and without thinking. All such type of responses which are shown without thinking and without taking time are known as reflex actions. And by this, all these reflex actions are controlled by spinal cord. So we can say spinal cord provides protection to our body from harmful stimuli, by showing reflex actions. I am giving one example. By closing our eyelids, this spinal cord prevents the entry of that foreign particle in our eyes. By withdrawing this hand suddenly, our spinal cord prevents our body from burning up this object. Clear? So this spinal cord provides protection to our body from harmful stimuli by showing reflex actions. You have defined reflex actions. All those actions, all those responses which are shown very quickly and without thinking are called reflex actions. Clear? The main function of the spinal cord is to show, or you can say is to control reflex actions and provide protection to our body. Okay?